FCT Police Command releases robbery video leading to death of Arise new staff. Confirms arrest of 12 suspects. Ghana and Nigeria to collaborate on cross-border legislation to unlock economic growth. Stakeholders advocate more citizen participation in policy making for impactful governance. Hello and welcome to the News Desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We're live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. The FCT Police Command has released a rear CCTV video of the robbery operation at the Unique Apartments in Katampe Extension, Mabushi, on Monday, 29th September, which led to the gruesome murder of Somtochukwu Christelle Maduagu, a reporter and anchor with the Arise TV, and Barnabas Danlami, the security guard at the premises. A statement signed by the command's public relations officer, Superintendent Police Josephine Ade, along with the video and other exhibits, confirmed the arrest of 12 suspects involved in the robbery operation. It said preliminary investigations revealed that the gang procured the firearms from a yet-to-be-identified supplier in Niger Republic. The suspects have also confessed to participating in other armed robbery operations at Katampe 1, a hotel in Apo, and another in Zuba, all within the FCT. These statements further explain that their arrest followed a painstaking investigation by the command's Scorpion Squad, leveraging digital intelligence coordinated across the FCT, Nasarawa, and Kaduna states, with the CP assuring that the command remains resolute to ensuring that justice prevails on the matter. The Central Bank of Nigeria is committed to fostering productivity, enhancing financial inclusion, and maintaining monetary price stability in all sectors of the economy. This was declared at the CBN Fair Calabar edition with the assurance to benefit Nigerians for sustainable development. Paul Abel reports that the theme for the fair is driving alternative payments channels as tools for financial inclusion, growth, and accelerated economic development.
This is the turn for Calabar edition of the Central Bank of Nigeria Fair, as the effort is yielding positive results with the reduction in inflation and current stability in the foreign exchange market.
The CBN Fair is an effective platform for public enlightenment where students, corpers, bankers, workers, traditional rulers, public servants, businesses, and communities gain first-hand insight into the policies, reforms, and innovations that are shaping Nigeria's financial landscape.
The awareness creation on the new CBN policies attracted stakeholders from various sectors of the economy, who brainstormed on several key policies to strengthen the financial ecosystem in Nigeria.
Management of the bank remains firmly committed to fostering productivity, enhancing financial inclusion, and maintaining monetary and price stability.
Funding and financing agriculture and for farmers to access credit is a big challenge. So with this initiative of CBN, this enlightenment is going to be very critical and very beneficial to our farmers.
At the fair, stakeholders were also encouraged to work together to deepen financial trust and literacy while warning against spraying and mutilation of the naira. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Towards fostering cross-border legislation and unlocking African-international relations, the National Assembly is assuring its Ghanaian counterparts of continued collaboration for effective legislations. Director General of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Professor Abubakar Suleiman, gave the assurance during a benchmarking visit by members of the Committee of the Independent Constitutional Bodies of the Ghanaian Parliament in Abuja. Mohamed Rabiu Ali reports.
Education is said to be one of the long-term investments any country can make. It not only reduces poverty, improves health, promotes gender equality, but drives economic...
All right, apologies for the mix-up in that report. Education is not just said to be the bedrock of every society, but a transformative investment, not a cost. And so investing in education systems through financing lays the foundation for more peaceful and sustainable societies. It is for this reason that a civil society group under the aegis of Civil Society Action Coalition on Education for All is advancing and advocating increased education funding as a pathway to quality and inclusive learning for all. Chinene Woye reports.
Education is said to be one of the long-term investments any country can make. It not only reduces poverty, improves health, promotes gender equality, but drives economic growth and strengthens institutions. This gathering of key players drawn from civil society groups, FCT Treasury Department and its Education Secretariat is therefore to monitor, evaluate and review education financing in Nigeria with a view to addressing the issues of underfunding, mobilize financial and political commitments to close education funding gaps and encourage more efficient spending.
We know that education sector is supposed to get at least 20% share size from the budget. So we're trying to see how we can improve that, how we can get that. Because we know that everything that lies behind education sector is funding.
The civil society has a responsibility to measure, to check, to monitor, to give back data. Firstly, we know the number of children that are out of school. Secondly, the infrastructure. This money was allocated for 5-story building, 2-story building. Is it allocated? Is it used? If it is not, who used it?
We want to see how maybe a form of advisory or any form of support that can be given to support education financing.
This summit is being held across 7 states in Nigeria throughout the 6 geopolitical zones. So we are supporting the states to raise awareness on the issues around education financing.
It is hoped that the outcome of this summit will aid in creating sustainable long-term strategies that will promote equal access to quality education for all.
Raise your hands.
In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the grand finale of the maiden edition of the Abuja Youth Talent Hunt 2025 was a celebration of youth innovation, entrepreneurship and creativity in key economic sectors like information technology, agriculture and the creative industry. Suleiman Abdul Wahab reports that the event was put together by the Abuja Investments Company Limited in collaboration with the Abuja Enterprise Agency.
This presentation reflects what Abuja and indeed Nigeria represents.
The Abuja Youth Talent Hunt 2025 provided a platform for over 100 young innovators to transform their ideas into viable businesses. Through structured training and mentorship, participants were equipped with practical skills to develop, refine, and position their ventures for success in both local and global markets.
That Abuja is actually an investment hub. You can see that we are ranking very tops in federal, in FDI, foreign direct investment, as it were. And so we want to let people know that they shouldn't see Abuja from just the civil service angle or just the government angle alone. There are a lot of angles: creative industry, agriculture, a lot of things that could be done in Abuja.
For me, the 3 presentations are equally as good as one another, because you're talking about very impactful sectors of the economy. You're talking about ICT. ICT is the engine room. The new global world order is built on ICT. Agriculture, you can't even live without agriculture. That is the oil that drives us as human beings. And of course the creatives, right? You have to enjoy yourself.
Participants advanced rigorous screening stages, initial business plan submission, formal presentation, and final live pitch before the panel of judges.
Okay, last year I pitched for something like this. I came in second, but I didn't get any prize. So I was like, for me to actually get to the top 10 this year, I must actually make it. Even when we came for the second round of pitching, I came overnight, then I also left the next day.
Well, I would dedicate this particular winning to my mom, because while I was growing up, my mom was the first person who believed in my idea, or should I say believed in me as a person when it comes to tech. My first soldering iron, multimeters, I got them from the aid of my mom.
And someone needs to fill that gap, and that is what we do at our company. We'll fill the gap where we'll reduce this waste, especially for the farmers, by using what would have been a waste in producing high-end products like the one you see in my hands, and other products gotten from cassava, like the chocolate cassava chips and the crunchy bites, all made from cassava.
At the grand finale, top performers were honored across 3 sectors: information technology, creative enterprise, and agriculture. With platforms like Abuja Youth Talent Hunt, the Federal Capital Territory is steadily emerging as a leading hub for innovations, youth enterprise, and inclusive economic developments across Africa. In Abuja, Suleiman Tabu Abdul Wahab, NT News.
All right, let's now go back to Mohamed Rabiu Ali's reports, which tells us that towards fostering cross-border legislation and unlocking African international relations, the National Assembly is assuring its Ghanaian counterpart of continued collaboration for effective legislation. Director General of the National Institutes for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Professor Abubakar Suleiman, gave the assurance during a benchmarking visit by members of the Committee of the Independent Constitutional Bodies of the Ghanaian Parliament in Abuja.
This is 5th time the Ghanaian Parliament is visiting Nigeria for knowledge sharing and legislative practice. The committee of the Parliament of Ghana was at Niles to gain the formula of success achieved and understand how the institute deepened democratic architecture of the Nigerian governance.
I'm sure the curriculum may not be very different, but I want to leave here picking 1 or 2 to go back to Ghana and see how we can also refresh our curriculum and make our institute not just as big structurally as we have seen here. Ours is not that big, but also as impactful.
The Director General presented the institutional structure of NILS, commending Nigeria's government for establishing the institute.
I want to believe, just as we have in Ghana too, is left for the parliaments in Africa, devise better way of following that organ of government. Because without that organ of government, I keep on saying, like them, hate them, without the legislature, there's no democracy.
The 2 countries agreed to explore more opportunities in extending the capacity beyond legislature. In Abuja, Mohamed Rabiu Ali, NTA News.
This is News Desk at 3 on NTA News 24. More reports in a moment. Stay with us.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African Road.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. Kogi State has joined the global drive towards sustainable agriculture by embracing greenhouse farming, an innovation that promises all year-round food production while mitigating the impact of climate change. Jonathan Omajali reports on the first harvest of greenhouse in Lokoja.
A new dawn is breaking in Kogi State's agricultural landscape, one defined by innovation, sustainability and science-driven growth. This harvest of greenhouse-grown cucumbers at the Federal University Lokoja marks a milestone moment in the state's journey towards climate-smart agriculture.
The President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are preaching the food security every minute and then, and the state government, Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, is equally preaching food security. How will you achieve security? It's not something that the federal government even can do alone. It's not something that the state government can do alone. We have to work in collaboration, in partnership with people.
The greenhouse facility is a collaborative project between the Kogi State Akresa project and Federal University Lokoja. After months of careful nurturing, the fruits are ready for consumption, a proof that modern agricultural practices are not only viable, but essential for a resilient future.
The project objective of Akresa, is to increase the adoption of sustainable landscape management and also encourage climate-smart agriculture. This is a clear example of climate-smart agriculture here that you're seeing.
More than a farming breakthrough, the initiative provides an invaluable learning platform for students, granting them hands-on experience in modern vegetable cultivation. For farmers across Kogi, it offers a living model on how technology and precision farming can increase productivity, ensure food security, and combat the growing challenges of climate change.
We enlarge it. Apart from the students, women are around and we have involved them. We have created cooperatives so that they can also be involved in.
We are conserving water. There's no wastage in water. Also, it's been protected from pests, from wind and hard weather.
The successful cucumber harvest heralds a greener, smarter, and more sustainable future for agriculture in the state. In Lokoja, Jonathan Omajali, NTA News.
Guests on Good Morning Nigeria have re-echoed why community engagement is vital for shaping effective government policies. They believe when citizens actively participate, they provide first-hand insight into the challenges they face, ensuring policies address real needs. Lydia Sampson reports.
This inclusive process, Gaston Good Morning Nigeria notes, strengthens democracy by giving voices to the marginalized groups and fostering transparency, as government representatives gain a clearer understanding of community priorities, leading to responsive and sustainable development initiatives.
We are creating that platform. That's the reason why Mr. President is creating the community engagement team, for people to know that I have some team members that are here to listen to you. Not because, the issue of federal government is about community engagement, but all levels of government are meant to do engagement.
We are the biggest people that can create inclusion, transparency, the principles of transparency, inclusion, and the many aspects of government. So I think it's necessary that we keep having the support, and I also call on all corporate agencies to ensure that their CSR services come through us. They are able to see how they can work together with us and see how we can facilitate growth and development.
We are calling on everybody to join hands with the Presidential Community Engagement Team to work. If you see it, you say it. You cannot report, you cannot have insecurity in your area and you don't tell people about it and you expect it to be solved. So we are trying to say, see it and say it. Tell us about it. Tell us about the insecurity. Tell us about the ditch. Tell us about the failing bridges or the roads that are being cut so that we can escalate it. That is our work as community engagers, to take the grassroots back to the presidency and to take the presidency back to the grassroots.
The guests are emphatic that the President Bola Tinubu's determination to build strong partnerships between citizens and policymakers is promoting trust, accountability, and social cohesion. The involvement of communities also helps identify potential threats, thus enabling proactive solutions. Ultimately, active community engagement, they acknowledge, empowers citizens and drives policies that improve lives across Nigeria. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Professor Nintawe Yilbada, has spotlighted his ongoing medical outreach on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, emphasizing his humanitarian assistance towards free healthcare access for underprivileged citizens and communities. The initiative includes vital screening and treatments, including eye surgeries, hip and knee-cap replacements, all aimed at improving the health of individuals who cannot afford medical bills. Other accruing benefits are training and donation of health equipment.
Assessing is that how many people benefited from the activities. I told you that in the first 1 week, that this we did over 400 and something surgeries. We attended to over 14,000 people. Now we are spreading more from the pre-medical outreach within these 2 weeks also, and having referrals. How many referrals do we have? Okay. Yes, we have over 600 referrals that are going to be treated in the specialty noting, and we're having more referrals within these 2 weeks. Every day we're having more referrals coming up from the general hospitals.
The APC national chairman also praised President Bola Tinubu's achievements, highlighting his administration's strides in economic stabilization, security reforms, and infrastructure development. This is the News Desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Here's a recap of our top stories. FCT Police Command releases robbery video leading to death of Arise News staff. Confirms arrest of 12 suspects. Ghana and Nigeria to collaborate on cross-border legislation to unlock economic growth. Stakeholders advocate more citizen participation in policy making for impactful governance. The People's Democratic Party says it remains undeterred as it intensifies preparations for the highly anticipated National Convention slated for November 15th and 16th in Ibadan, Oyo State. Timothy Yusuf reports that various activities are being held at the party's Legacy House, which will serve as the secretariat of the forthcoming convention.
The PDP national spokesperson, Debo Ologunagba, reacting to various political developments, first described the defections of some of the party's members as politically engineered distractions to weaken the party ahead of the 2027 general elections. He reaffirmed the party's resolve to stay focused on strengthening internal democracy and preparing for its national convention. In response to concerns about governors leaving the party, he maintained that the PDP is rooted in the will of the people and remains an institution built on enduring ideals, not personalities.
The grassroots mobilization is what wins elections. Elections are not one of the pages of newspapers or on the flagship.
Speaking at the subcommittee meeting, Chairperson of the PDP Convention's Entertainment and Welfare Committee, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, underscored the committee's commitment to delivering an inclusive, vibrant and culturally endowed convention experience.
We must open our doors for new participations, for new entrants, and for new vision.
The PDP governorship candidate in the November 8 election in Anambra State, Jude Ezenwafo, was at the party's Legacy House where he restated that he remains in the governorship race.
Anambra is open. Anambra is open for PDP to grab.
He lauded all the organs of the PDP for their concern to him while recuperating from an alleged gunshot wounds. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
Let's now get some developments in the sporting world.
The Super Eagles will resume their quest for a place at the 2026 FIFA World Cup when they face Lesotho in Friday's penultimate qualifying contest at the Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane, South Africa. Nigeria have been given a lifeline ahead of the crucial encounter after South Africa were docked points for fielding an ineligible player, Teboho Mokoena, in their qualifier against Lesotho in March. The ruling has reshaped the complexion of Group C and reignited Nigeria's hopes of reaching the global showpiece in the United States, Canada and Mexico, with up to 5 nations still mathematically capable of topping the group. The Super Eagles must beat their 5th-place opponent in Polokwane to keep the qualification race alive heading into the final fixtures. In tennis, Novak Djokovic conceded he was just trying to stay alive as he overcame grueling conditions to reach the semi-finals of the Shanghai Masters. In recording a 6-3-7-5 victory over Zuckerberg's, 38-year-old Djokovic also extended his own record of becoming the oldest player to reach the last 4 of a Masters 1000 tournament, the 80th time he has done so. Djokovic will face Valentin Vacherot in the semi-finals.
It's a 10th Shanghai semi-final for Novak Djokovic.
And that concludes the News Desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Dennis Adegunloye.
Implementation of the ruling is also dependent on another aspect or another arm of government.
Nowhere in the world will allow under digital economy for banks not to be dispensing domestic currency in that economy.
What will make this one different?
We want to know what they do as occupation. All of these are attributes that our questions have been designed to investigate.
In a few days to come, you see that we are all around their own crannies and everywhere in Nigeria, telling people to cooperate.
Welcome to Nigeria Today.
They are bold. They are creative. They are shaping the future. From classrooms to global stages.
Welcome to today's episode of The Conversation That Matters.
Nigerian youths are making an impact like never before. We are duty-bound to promote ingenuity, courage, and patriotism. Join us on Impact Nigeria as we spotlight stories that inspire, innovations that drive changes, and voices that matter.
What is patriotism to you?
Patriotism simply refers to love of country, commitment to country, determination to face odds in defense of country, and the eagerness to speak with pride about country.
Impact Nigeria, rekindling patriotism, live every Saturday by 5 p.m. on NTA News 24. Join us.